Beautiful late January morning. Doesn't look like a whole lot of people have been on the trail yet. There's a bridge that's real familiar to you guys. We're gonna hike back in here a ways and find a couple of favorite holes and see if we can't score a couple of fish. Okay, I'm gonna start out this morning with what was working really well last weekend, these big prince nymphs that I tied as a first fly, and then one of these little tungsten zebra guys with the flashback on them as a trailer. That's a size 20, I believe, and this is like a 12 or maybe a 14. Anyway, that's what we're gonna start off with, I think. Let's see how we do. I'm really kind of inclined to sorry, I put that one in my mouth. Kind of inclined to use just a pinch-on indicator, just because of the way it casts. How to set up. So I'm just tying this dropper onto the bend of the hook here. We're gonna come off about 18 inches, maybe 20 inches. That might be a little too long. These beads are tungsten, so they just drop so quickly. So you really don't need any extra weight. That big tungsten bead can sometimes overpower that little pinch-on indicator. But the pinch-on actually works as a subsurface indicator too. If it sinks, it works pretty well. Okay, so here's our setup. We got to trim this tag end off of this bigger fly. There we go, just like that. And then I think we're going to go pinch-on. We'll take it about 3 feet away. One of my favorite things. It's in my list of stuff that just works. Just lay that on there. Pinch it over. And step down here a little bit. Let's just step down here. I've just got on my waterproof hiking boots right now. I'm being kind of lazy. Oh, I just saw a fish come up right in front of me. Right here, we just had one come up. So let's see if we take one right off the bat. That'd be cool. Thought it was a fish. It might have been a weird ripple or something. Oh, no, right here. Had a riser. I'll be darned. What do you know? Might very well go to some. We'll go to a. There's fish. Yeah. Check it out. Right off the bat, you guys. That is too much fun. That feels like a pretty good little fish. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice brown. That is a good looking fish right off the bat. Took the little zebra. Took the zebra midge. Boy, that's a beauty. Of course you do. There we go. There we go, little brown trout. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can do that again. I'm just tying a little length onto my leader. I want it to be really long. And then I'm keeping this indicator line on. It's that new Rio indicator line. And what's interesting about this line is that, and I haven't done a lot of research on this, but one thing that's interesting, I think, is that although it's built to turn over big indicator rigs and things, it also, I think for the very same reason, it does a good job of turning over dry fly rigs, and especially long leaders. So it does it just lays them out nicely. Now I should be tying on 6X, but I'm sticking with 5 for now. I've got to cut a point onto this line. There we go. Sticking with 5 for right now. I don't think these guys are, well, they probably are pretty leader shy. This is a little size 20 Griffiths gnat. And we're going to trail a little emerger. And it's actually just a little nymph with a trailing shuck. So we're going to tie one on to the end of this. Almost always go with a 2-fly setup, unless I know just precisely what they're hitting on. I've pumped a stomach, or I know exactly what they're on. Sometimes I'll just go with a single fly rig. A single fly rig, is a little stealthier. I'm going to give this some nice distance between shuck fly. It's supposed to be a midge. These guys are supposed to be a midge that's just coming out of its casing, just emerging. That's just Swiss straw tied in. It's quill body dyed. I dye them with alcohol markers, so just paint them with alcohol markers. Hopefully that'll focus for you. Anyway, you can see the little trailing shuck. I kind of tear them. I don't cut them with scissors so that they're sort of irregular looking. And then you've got the quill body. And then again, this is just a little Griffiths gnat. Little tiny Griffiths gnat. And I need to clip the tag ends here. I'm going to keep the pinch-on indicator on this because these are really hard to see. And the fish don't seem to mind the little pinch-on indicator. I'm putting on a little bit of floating on this Griffiths. Try to keep it up. Looks like a good trout. Man, that is giving us a bit of a battle. Really nice. Oh, that's a good trout. That's a good one. Come on in. Very nice, Bernie. Oh, heck yeah, that's a good looking fish. That's a 17-incher maybe. There we go. Very nice. Nice long fish. Healthy. Bugger. Come on. Shut your mouth. There we go. There we go. Come on. Oh, nice spots on that bugger. Come on, hang on. There you go.
And this is the debut of the new Firebox. I think this is something that you're going to see in episodes to come. The cool thing about this little apparatus is that it folds up perfectly flat, fits in my front pocket of my G3 vest, and man, I'll tell you, I'm just setting up here to cook a cup of coffee on the fireside, and you can see there you just feed those sticks into it and keep the fire going and brew up a pot of coffee. I've got a couple little accessories to even cook a steak or whatever, but pretty neat.